Good morning. So I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee, iced coffee with almond milk. It's so good. And it reminded me of a question that came up at yesterday's Fueling Right for Your Run masterclass. And that was around consuming caffeine prior to going for your run. Now, this is a question that's actually come up quite a few times on these masterclasses. So I thought I would just jump on here and just do a little live and let you kind of know about caffeine and moving your body. If you're new around here, my name is Gillian, or Coach G. I am the owner of GMAX Spur Coaching, and I focus on helping runners achieve their goals through mindset, nutrition and running. My triangle of goodness, if you will. So, caffeine. Okay, so a lot of us use caffeine to get through the day. It is a stimulant, so we use it to kind of perk ourselves up if we're feeling low on energy. So it can have the same effect on your run. It can make you feel good, it can make you feel more awake, it can make you feel as though you can run for longer or faster. So there are definite benefits to having a coffee prior to your run. But let's kind of look at it from two angles. One, if you currently already have it, or one if you don't. So, do you currently have it prior to your run? How does it feel on your run? Do you feel as though you can run for longer? You can run faster. You can run faster. You feel more awake. You feel more energized. You feel good, or do you feel dizzy? Do you have a headache? Do you feel sick? Do you urgently need to go to the washroom, if you catch my drift? If that's the case, then maybe caffeine doesn't work for you. We're all completely unique. My nutritional needs are different to your nutritional needs. So whatever I do prior to my run or on my run isn't necessarily going to work for you. So you need to do what is best for you, what works for you. So if you have a coffee prior to your run and you feel good with it, absolutely go for it. If you have had a coffee prior to your run or workout and you feel awful, then maybe don't have caffeine. There are other ways to make yourself feel more awake and energized and ready to go. And if you haven't been to my Fueling Right for Your Run masterclass, then check out the link in my bio, because we talk about fueling right for a run to give us that energy, that strength. So definitely check that out. But there are definitely things to kind of consider when it comes to having caffeine, especially on longer runs, or if you're using gels or gummies that have caffeine in them, because caffeine, as much as it does have its positives in that it makes you feel more awake, you're more energized, you also run the risk of needing to go to the washroom. Yes, caffeine helps empty our bowels. So just be cautious with gels that do contain caffeine and kind of just monitor how they react in your body. Because if you are fueling marathon training, let's say you're on a 30k run and all the gels and gummies that you're using have caffeine in them, at some point you may need to go and have a bowel movement, and that is going to interrupt your flow of your run, and it's maybe not necessarily the right thing for you. So just something to be mindful of. What else was I going to mention? Yeah, drinking more water. So obviously caffeine, coffee, tea can dehydrate us. So you just need to be a bit more mindful of how much water you're consuming as well. So then you're not then dehydrated, potentially getting headaches, feeling dizzy, foggy head. And even just being dehydrated by 2% can have a huge impact on our performance. So just something to be mindful of if you are having caffeine prior to your run or your workout, just to ensure that you're well hydrated beforehand, so you're not then getting any of those awful dehydration symptoms whilst you're on your run. And the last thing is caffeine is a short-term or short-lived stimulant. So it's not a case of you have a coffee at the beginning of your run and it is going to sustain you throughout the whole period of that run, whether that is a 5k run, a 10k run, a 30k run. You will crash eventually. So just be mindful of that it's not necessarily going to help you the whole time, which is why I'm such an advocate of being mindful of what you're eating prior to your run to fuel you, to give you that energy, so you're not necessarily relying on that caffeine to help get you to your goal, but ensuring that you've fueled, that you've eaten the right foods, you've eaten plenty of carbs, you're well hydrated to have you feeling good on your run. So unfortunately, it's not a one size fits all. It's not me coming on here and saying, yes, you should have a cup of coffee before your run, because it's not that simple. It really is completely unique to you, but experiment. If you haven't had coffee prior to your runs before, have a coffee on a really short run. See how you get on. Make sure you go to the bathroom first before you go out for your run. Experiment. See how it makes you feel. Does it make you feel good or does it make you feel bad? Because if it makes you feel bad, then cut it out completely. You do not need to have it. If it makes you feel good, then why not? Keep it up. Whatever. If you want to chat more about running, nutrition or mindset, please give me a shout. I love chatting about this stuff all day, every day. Send me a DM and we can schedule some time to chat about your goals, your training, and anything that I might be able to support you with. And of course, the Fueling Right for Your Run Masterclass runs frequently. So click the link in my bio to find a date and a time that suits you, and I will see you there. Have a great day. Bye.